thank everybody for coming out. I think this is just a great start to a great anniversary. I'm Jeff Halter, I'm on Village Council, and just really appreciate Greenhills in much greater ways than I thought I ever would when we first moved down here. I welcome you. I think that I've heard different things, and we're trying to work out the bugs and some seating issues and that kind of thing. I'd hopefully recommend that if you have suggestions, we do want to hear what we can do to make this the greatest event that you've been to. I would like to introduce our mayor.
Thank you all. Welcome. And to the first annual, and that suggests that this will happen again next year, Jeff and committee. And I'd like to thank the committee. One of the things that makes things work in a community like ours is our volunteers. And it's taken a lot of time and effort to make this event the beautiful event that it appears to be so far, and I'm sure that it will be as the evening wears on. I'd like to introduce our guest speaker tonight, Mr. Dan Hurley. Dan has got a long history with the village of Greenhills. He owns a consulting company that he started in, I believe, 1981, thereabouts. A little later, but the details, I'm not good on the details about that kind of thing. He did a lot of work and put some displays together for our 50th anniversary. And when Jeff called him about speaking at our 75th anniversary, he had to pinch himself and said, "It's really been that long?" Well, Dan, it has. You might know Dan from Channel 12. He's worked with Channel 12 since 1981. He is historian extraordinaire, an author, a producer, writer, and just a general great guy. He's done a lot for us, and he's actually hosted Jeff on his show Newsmakers, which airs on Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock. And tomorrow morning you'll get to see Jeff, and it'll be online come Monday. And it's just a generally interesting show anyway. So from a gentleman who has history running through his veins to a little town like ours, which is very historical in its own right, I'm just going to shut up and let him talk. Dan, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mayor. You'll have to let me know if I am like that, over-modulating. Oh, yes. I may be better. All right. Okay. I started out as a high school teacher, so if this thing fails, believe me, I can project in this room. One of the first things you learn as a high school teacher is you better be able to get those kids in the back of the room, or you've got problems. I want to go put mine up. First off, I want to thank you for inviting me. As the mayor said, I have had interaction around the history of the village ever since the 50th anniversary, and Dave and I were just talking about that. It was just when I was stepping out and forming my company, Applied History Associates, and it was one of my first jobs. And I was the exhibit that we produced for the 50th anniversary, at least the last time I was in the community building, was still mounted there, something I'm still very proud of. And so it's great to be here, to be back this evening. I do want to up front apologize. When Jeff invited me, I immediately said yes, because I care about Greenhills. I didn't check with my wife, only to find out that we have theater tickets, so I will not be able to stay with you. Anyway, what I would like to do tonight, lots of people in this room, and over the next course of this year, you'll be hearing a lot about the history of your community. I don't want to just dwell on that. I want to put it in context. I want to help you think larger about where Greenhills fits in, because Greenhills really does fit in to much larger context than most communities in little local areas around Cincinnati or any place else. This community actually has national significance, and it's important to understand sort of that context. Part of the context was when this community was built. This community was conceived and built in the midst of the Great Depression, at a time when the nation was really looking for new possibilities and what could address the real issues of America.